my name is Chin Tat. This is Masato, she's my wife and assistant.
Hi.
So, yeah, a very warm welcome to you to Dover Forest this morning. Dover Forest East is going to be fenced out quite soon for development. So this is where we'll be exploring today. You are in the middle of Dover Forest actually. Yeah, so behind you is Dover West. You're facing Dover East. In the middle there's this grass patch with no forest. In the middle of the forest there's no forest. Yeah, so this middle patch has been cleared a long time ago. I'm not sure if you are aware, the east-west track came first before the Dover station was kept onto it. Yeah, so the Dover station came later. That was about 20-25 years ago. And when they were building the MRT station, they had to find some place for the construction office and for the workers to stay and all that. So they decided to clear the middle part of the forest for that. So that is why now there's this artificially flat piece of land. So it is just grass. I live at Gimo Link, so that's just next door. Started advocating for conservation of the forest in early 2021. That was early last year. My wife and me. So we decided that we live so close to the forest. When we open the window, sometimes we can see the eagle flying. We can hear the hornbills and eagles calling from the forest. Sometimes the boo-boo singing also. Yeah, and we can't just watch this forest go without doing anything. Yeah, so that's why we decided to go into the forest to see what we can find, raise awareness about the endangered species, about the rare things inside. So I've been doing this. We've been doing this for 1.5 years now. So this walk is, I think, the 30th one. Yeah, so every time about 20 to 30 people. So quite a lot of. So this might be the last one, Yeah, because it's going to go very soon. Yeah, we have started to salvage some of the plants from the forest already. Yeah, so HDB and we work with HDB and MParks to dig up some of the rarer plants, put it in the nursery, and hopefully can replant somewhere else next time. So we've already been doing that. So maybe that's a sign that it's going to go quite soon. It's going to be fenced up quite soon. Yeah, so if it is still around next week, I'll be doing maybe 1 or 2 more. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 things on our agenda today, heritage and nature. So the heritage segment is the smaller segment because there's not much heritage left. There was a kampong here last time on both sides of the canal. So if you see down slope, down the stairs, it will go down to the park connector. It is called the Ulu Pandan Park Connector. It's just next to the Ulu Pandan Canal. The canal received quite a lot of infamy a few weeks ago when part of it broke off in the landslide. So that was downstream at Clementi area. Yeah, so it became quite famous. So this canal separates the kampong into 2 halves. So kampong started in 1905. It was a Hokkien kampong, mostly surname Chua also. I'm the 4th generation actually. Yeah, but I've never lived in this kampong before. So it ended with my dad. Yeah, so my dad moved out when he was early 20s. Yeah, so I visited once or twice, but I cannot remember anything. Yeah, so it was acquired by the government, this land, acquired by the government in the late 70s to be used for residential. So fast forward to 2020 and here we are. We are facing the clearing of this forest to satisfy that aim. So we will go and visit, we'll go across the canal to visit the last standing kampong structure. So there's still this one building, kampong building that remains. So we'll go and take a look at it. So this brown Chinese opera stage, it is a permanent one. It is not one of those transient ones that is set up for the 7th night. Yeah, like that. So this is a permanent one. In Singapore, there are only 3 remaining permanent ones. There's one at Pulau Ubin, near the jetty, near all the restaurants. Yeah, and this is one. The 3rd one is at Balestier. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on today with all these banners. Maybe they're shooting something. Okay, but anyway, that's the Chinese opera stage. All these decorations are not normal. So usually they are not up like this. So I'm wondering what is going on today. Maybe some sets for some shooting later. A bit slippery, so don't rush up. Take your time. Find a good foothold first before you commit your weight onto it. Okay. So it doesn't look like much, but it is quite slippery on places. So take your time. Don't rush up this slope. Oh, so far. This was a kampong last time. Yeah, and when the land was taken back by the government late 70s, so this forest grew up. So the problem with secondary forests is that, you know, when the forests grow up after the land has been cleared before, the trees that come back won't be the original set of trees anymore. Yeah, you have a lot of exotic plants. So here in Dover Forest, it is a 50-50. Yeah, so it is dominated by these very tall albizia trees. They are the typical trees of secondary forests in Singapore. So whenever you look at a secondary forest, if you look at Misty, Clementi Forest, if you look at Dover Forest, or if you look at other secondary regrowth forests, the first impression you have is this very tall umbrella-like trees. These are all albizia. Yeah, there are a lot of disadvantages of the albizia we discussed, but the nest of the hornbill, the tree hole, and the nest of the eagles, they are all found on albizia. You will retain some. Just come into this clearing. This is our first stop in the forest.
Oh, fruit.
Be careful of the roots on the ground. There are a lot of. Oh, okay. This is called the Afana mixi. If you can find the fruit are red in color. What do you think has happened to the leaves of this one? Yeah, the answer is it's naturally like this. Yeah, so this is the fishtail palm. Fishtail palm. There's a very big one overhead. So if you look up, you can see the fishtail leaves. So they look like they have been torn off by something. Yeah, so that's fishtail palm. The casual theory is that why they look like this. The casual theory is that if an animal sees this, the animal will be thinking, what has happened such that the previous animal took a bite but didn't finish the course. Yeah, so maybe it didn't taste good. Yeah, but we can't tell whether it is a correct hypothesis or not. Yeah, so just a casual theory. Yeah. So I want to show you the fruits of the fishtail palm. So there are some fruits hanging here. Yeah, so these are the fruits of the fishtail palm. Their flowers look very nice. So I have a photo of the flowers somewhere. Take some photos if you want. I think this tree might be retained, so there's a good chance that it might be retained. Yeah, it is not disturbing the building plan. Yeah, and it's quite near. It is quite near a stretch of park space that they are planning through the estate as well. Yeah, so I think there's a good chance that they will keep this. This is quite a magnificent tree, you know. It is not endangered like the previous banyan. It is also a banyan, but this is a very common species. This is called waringin in Malay. In English, it is called the weeping fig. But these are not the growing. So in the daytime you can't see the eels because they're all hiding underneath. Yeah, in the bed. Yeah, so always step on the rocks. 4 months ago, when we came here for our last stop along the walk to enjoy the beehive. So we were very sad to find that someone had knocked a hole in the beehive and extracted all the honeycombs. And they were lying all over the floor. So someone had vandalized the hive, I thought. So this used to be a honey bee hive. Yeah, so the rounded entrance is here. The big hole here is caused by some blunt force. Someone knocked a hole on the side of it. Honey bee hive. Today we'll go. Last time is a little bit.
So Chin Tat mentioned that within these couple of weeks, the government is going to fence up Dover Forest East to prepare for the upcoming BTO, I think in November this year. So within this week and next week, if you have the time, probably you want to visit our beloved Dover Forest East before all of this is fenced up and all of this will be gone for the upcoming BTO exercise. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.